course, this is Delore Factor Life only on DBS, you know, St. Lucia's #1 television station. Now, we are just closing the conversation on the Bureau of Standards, of speaking about spa associations, talking about educational standards and everything. Now, as I keep saying to you, please don't feel intimidated if you are in an industry, or even if you are a customer and you're thinking, I don't think this organization or this company is operating properly to the limits or the ways that they should do. There's nothing wrong in contacting the right places, which in this instance would be the Bureau of Standards, and if they're not the right place, I'm sure they will lead you to the right place. And not that you're doing anything wrong, you know, you are doing something right, because a lot of people do things without realizing. I'm sure they wouldn't do it on purpose. All right, so bear that in mind. Now, as I said, we're going to open the telephone line, so we haven't got much time, so give us a call if you would like to do so. You have the number. And I have a question here that I want to put to Dr. Walcott. What arrangements are made for tyres that are rejected by the Bureau of Standards as solid waste doesn't accept them?
The tyres that are inspected by the St. Lucia Bureau of Standards are actually physically slashed by the inspectors. These standards, these tyres would have to be disposed. We know from time to time the Solid Waste Management Authority have been experiencing some problems with their tyre shredder, and in discussions with them, I think a lot of plans are afoot to ensure that they resume the service of shredding of tyres when brought to the landfill.
Okay, thank you for that. Also, I have a couple of people saying, why do you think that people are intimidated when it comes to standards?
I think persons envisage a level of difficulty in implementing the standards. I think they think it's something that is not achievable. Given it some thought, most times when we do the training in relation to the requirements of standards, persons are able to better understand what the requirements are. There is sometimes, depending on where you're starting from, a cost associated in ensuring that you meet the requirements of the standard.
Okay. All right. Now, in closing, is there anything that you think that people really do need to understand about codes of practices and so on?
I think important is that the standards in themselves and the codes of practice really is a reservoir of information. It provides information to businesses on what their products or the services should look like in relation to functionality. If you're looking at a standard, let's say for tires, it prescribes what requirements you should be looking for. For example, a retailer, and it guides the retailer of tires in putting forward a purchase order to be able to use the requirements of the standard as part of your contract for procurement. And you're able to protect yourself, because in doing so, you're able to state to your suppliers what requirements they must meet, and in failure to do so, you know what sort of recourse you can have. So standards in themselves, I think, first and foremost, provide information that the business operators can use to enhance the business, really.
And how can we contact the Bureau?
The Bureau Standards can be contacted, telephone numbers 453-0049. We're located in the Bize Industrial Estate. That's right in the vicinity of the NSDC and the Mirror newspaper, for example. We can be contacted via our website as well, and our Facebook page.
Okay, and the website address and Facebook
The website address is www.slbs.org.lc.
Okay, and the Facebook page?
Facebook page would be SLBS.
Okay, lovely. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Delia.
All right. Now, Lucia, what would you like to tell our viewers, the last kind of closing remarks?
We just want to ask the people out there, the salons, the nail tech, the barbers, and whoever in the beauty industry, to come on board and join the Spa Association, so we can make things happen.
contact them
All right,
there.
yes.
And the phone number?
And the
to call?
phone number is 489-7752.
All right, and as I said earlier, all this information will be on the DolorFactorLive.com website. So I actually want to say thank both of you ladies again for being here. I think in a short space of time we've gone through quite a lot of things, and I really hope that people do join the association,
yes.
and I hope that you do get a response from people, maybe just calling up and just ensuring that they're clear on what they need to do to help the Bureau. So thank you so much.
Thanks
Dr.
again.
Walcott
Thank
and
you.
Lucia for being here. Now, I know you're waiting for the for me to give the giveaway away, but I actually decided that I'm not going to do it tonight. The reason why? Because I could not believe that we are St. Lucian. We have a wonderful 5-star resort in St. Lucia that has won all these beautiful, wonderful accolades, the last one being just a couple of weeks ago, that people could not get. Just a few people, one or two, got the correct answer. So I'm going to do this again. And when I get some better responses, then I'm going to perhaps draw it. I'm not going to wait until next week, because I am aware that some of you might have some little plans that you'd like for this week. I want all the people. I have the bag. I have it somewhere here. I have the bag of all the people who actually responded, and it's just too heavy of the wrong answers and too little of the right answers. I want you to do a little bit of homework now. Get your homework done, and we're going to draw this tomorrow afternoon. So if you go on the DolorFactorLive.com website, you go on a Facebook page, Dolor Factor Live, you will see the winner there. So everyone who got it wrong, please try again. The question: Ladera was the first resort in the Caribbean to introduce the open-air 3-wall concept. What decade did this happen? 70s, 80s, or 90s? All right? And don't forget to visit the Dashin restaurant at Ladera this Sunday for brunch. That's what you'll be winning. They're celebrating Je ne Creole with a buffet of traditional foods like, you know, saltfish, gratins, you name it, they've got it. And they have some really wonderful homemade desserts. So make sure that you participate in that. It's for 4 of you. 4 of you will get that wonderful brunch, and which you can choose any Sunday in October. All right? So the question is actually on DolorFactorLive.com and the Facebook page, Dolor Factor Live TV show. So you can try again. All the people who got it wrong, I can't believe so many of you got it wrong. Now, if you'd like to watch this program again and also DBS's live shows, please visit dbstvstlucia.com. Next week on Dolor Factor Live, we're celebrating. A few of our sponsors will be here talking about everyday life. And of course, we're going to be giving things away. Don't forget, if you're not a Dolor Factor fan, do it now. Next week, all the giveaways will be for Dolor Factor fans only, and we're going to be giving away $100 to many of our DFFs next week. $100 cash. So in order to win that, you must be a Dolor Factor Live fan. To do that, visit DolorFactorLive.com now, select DFF. It takes 2 minutes. You can also call us at the office. You can join us on Facebook, or you can BBM us 23C0977C, and we will register. You can call us, we'll register you. The St. Lucia Bureau of Standards continues to develop our society and national economy. But don't forget, you have your role to play too. Be responsible. Don't take shortcuts that you know you'll pay for in the end. Standards, whether they're of the service kind, the product kind, or even the social kind, continues to keep us safe and sane. Yes, sane. So as a business or a provider, please ensure you adhere to the guidelines. And consumers, although you have a right to choose, I hope this show has helped you to better understand why some services can't, no, won't, settle on being cheap. Remain informed. Why? Because DFL asks you to. On behalf of my guests, Dr. McCabe Walcott, Lucia Zephyrin and Leonard Francois, and the DFL team, I'm Delia Delore. Good night and God bless.